Hold on, I just need to reposition that. Okay, there we go. Hi everyone, I hope you're having a good night so far. Tonight actually, I really need to start giving it a minute because sometimes it takes a minute for you guys to actually be able to see and hear me. So we're gonna give it like a minute. Because I'll always like watch it back on the replay and then I'm like, oh, they couldn't hear me for a solid 30 seconds of that and miss what I said. So I think we're probably good now. So now I'm gonna say, hi everyone, welcome. Hi Cordelia. So I am so excited to be live tonight. I haven't been live in literally forever, and you guys know this. I think my last live was in March, maybe? That sounds about right. Hi Michelle. So tonight we are going to be making this gorgeous card. I made it once, I was like, I want to make this again. So we are going to be making, well, I'm saying it's gorgeous, which is hyping myself up, so I need someone else to say it's gorgeous first, then we can say it's gorgeous together. I can't be the first one to say it, because my card. But today we're going to be making this really, really nice card, we'll say for now. But, hi Carol! I had so much fun making this card, and I just wanted to make it again. It's really, it doesn't look complicated, I don't think, actually. But it's really, really simple to make, so why don't we make it together? So today, and all of the products are linked down below in the description box, and I'll pin it in the comment section after the live. Everything is affiliate links, and I do always say that, but yeah. So, to show you what we're using tonight, for the sentiment, we're going to be using the Label Love stamp set from Altenew. This is an older one. I checked. It's still available as of right now. Yes, Sandy, I know. I love this set too. I know you're talking about the flowers, I'm assuming, not the sentiments, but I like them both. But this set, I think it's probably retired, and they're just trying to get rid of what they have. It said the revival left on the Altenew website, so I'm like, I'm using it! Because I love this stamp. I use it all the time. And then from Concord&9th, we're going to be using the Aubrey Blooms background stamp, as well as the coordinating stencils. Is this stencil set dirty? Yes. Did I clean it off properly after using it? No. Are we going to work with it? Yeah, it'll be fine. But I saw this on a recent trip to my local craft store, Butterfly Reflections Inc., and I was like, okay, this is coming home with me. And it did come home with me. So let's play with it. I'm so excited. So what we're going to do first is we are going to, oh my gosh, I have no room on my desk. It really helps when you clean before, and I didn't clean before, so my bad, my bad. What we're going to do first is we are going to start by stamping out the background. We will be doing this in the color Juniper Mist from Catherine Pooler. You can use whatever ink you have. If you don't have Catherine Pooler, use Concord&9th, great ink. Or use Simon Hurley, or use Altenew, or use whoever. I am a brand ambassador for Catherine Pooler. I will tell you and shout from the rooftops, it's amazing. But use what you have. So we have Juniper Mist here. And we are going to pull out my stamp wheel. We got the stamp wheel out. Is it dirty? Yes. Is it well loved? Yes. Is it stained? God, yes. But it works great, so we're going to go for it. And I also need, actually, you know what? Before we do that, we need a piece of cardstock, but we need to cut down the piece of cardstock. So I have a panel here. It is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to chop it down first. We are going to take, I believe, 1/2 inch off. I forget, but we're going to measure it on my craft mat real quick. Yes, we're going to take 1/2 inch off each side. Or like half off the height, half off the width. Not like, you know what I mean. So instead of it being 4 1/4, it will be 3.75 or 3 3/4 inches wide. And then for the height, instead of 5 1/2, it will be 5 inches. Bada bing, bada boom. We got our smaller panel here. I just like to cut it beforehand. I don't know why. You don't have to. You could totally cut it after and it would be perfectly fine. So how is everyone doing tonight? We are already up to a decent crowd, so I'm happy with that. We love that. I hope you're all doing well. Michelle, also, make sure to wish I cannot speak. Make sure to wish Michelle a happy birthday, because it's her birthday. Stamperoo Creations, it's her birthday. She's turning 29 again, so. So I have my stamp here. Just words of wisdom. Be careful when you put the sheet back on, because unfortunately sometimes, and this happens to the best of everyone, you put it upside down or it gets stuck upside down and then it can come off. It's still going to stamp fine. It's just not super sticky here, which it's not an issue because it's not a large area, but just be wary of that and mindful. So I'm going to use my original card as a reference to see where I want this background stamp to go. And if we're looking here, we can see that this one is fully on it. This flower is fully on it. This one is about right, and this bottom leaf doesn't get cut off really down here, so we'll leave that like that. This one, I think we need to shift it up just a tiny bit, if I'm honest. And then I think we'll be good. I think I almost stamped it completely at the bottom. Okay. I think this is relatively the same as we did it the first time, so we're going to go with it. We have this flower fully on there, this one barely on there. Actually, it's like slightly, I'm getting like way too specific about this, if I'm honest. Okay, now I think this is like exact. But like I said, it really doesn't matter. I'm just being very, I don't know. Ooh, okay, don't come up. Okay, perfect. Press that down. Sometimes it just happens. Let me make sure it's still aligned. Yes, okay, perfect. So we're gonna ink this up. Juniper Mist is such a dark and gorgeous color. I don't use it a lot, especially I don't use it for ink blending a ton, mainly because I have to like wash my brush immediately after because how dark it is. But it's such a great color, and when I use it, I always love how it comes out. So we're using it. So for like stamping, then I have no issue using it because I don't have to, it's going to stain the stamp regardless, but that's not affecting how it's using it. I'm just lazy and don't want to clean my brushes. So that's how that cookie crumbles. I just almost did that upside down. And then we're going to take a little pressure tool here and just apply a little pressure. We're going to have to do this quite a few times, mainly because I want to get it super dark. This looks pretty dark here, but it's going to dry back a little lighter, so we're going to do it a few times. Also, I have to ask, is anyone crafting along with me tonight? And if you are crafting along, what are you making? And also, I remembered to bring down my computer, so I have the chat pulled up next to me, which I love, so I don't have to hope I catch it on my phone before it disappears. Okay. So we have, let's do this again. Peel and reveal. Okay, we're almost there. I know you're like, Brennan, this looks black. We're going to go for one more time. And I know I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Because you'll see, it's going to dry back so much lighter than it looks right now. And then you'll be like, oh, yeah. Okay. One more time, we're gonna stamp the stamp again. Okay. Perfect. And like I said, it looks black right now. It's not gonna look black in the end. It's just how ink works. It'll dry back a lot. So we're gonna gently peel this up and just put it off to the side to dry. And we're gonna do the responsible thing. Ooh, nice, Michelle, nice. We're gonna do the responsible thing and clean my stamp now. Can you guys give me a round of applause? I think I deserve it. I'm being responsible for once and actually cleaning. Shocker, I know, right? So we're just gonna come in here, wipe this down. It's stained. It's not really a big deal for me. A stained stamp is a love stamp. Is my, oh my god, okay. Turned into a Smurf already, how wonderful. So we're gonna peel this off. And I should put this on. You know what, I will real quick. We're just gonna, I'm putting the proper side down again. Or putting, I cannot speak tonight, guys. I'm putting the proper side down this time, so we shouldn't have issues. Okay. There, that goes off to the side. And now we can clean the inside of this real quick too, just because I'm gonna use it again to stencil. Oh my god, I'm realizing I need to get more water. Oops. Okay, we're gonna work with what we have. Said that earlier, we're gonna keep doing it now. So there we go. Hi, Kay. Hello. So we are going to, I think we do need to actually take the grip mat out of the stamp wheel because I think these are going to be too wide. Yeah, okay. You can do it, but it like kind of pops out and it's not the best, so we're just going to take it out and it'll be totally fine. And now we're going to get to some ink blending, which is the fun part. And also, remember how I said it would dry back? That's more blue now. It's still going to dry a little bit more, but it looks much more blue now than it did previously. So I told y'all. I told ya. So we are going to pull out now the Aubrey Blooms stencils, the coordinating stencils. You don't need, you don't need to use the stencils together. You don't need to use the background stamp with them. You can do them each independently or together. But I really like them together, so we're doing it together. So the easiest way I found to do it, at least the way I'm doing this card, is to blend each flower on its own. So line it up individually and don't have to worry about lining up the whole thing. That's just what I found easiest for this. So this first flower, we're going to look at our original card here and see what's going to be pink. So let's blend it in pink. I'm going to be using the color Party Dress from Catherine Pooler. And I'm going to just use a little blending brush here. We're going to ink it up. Normally, I would tap off to the side. For this one instead, I just tap off in the center here. And then what I do is I only ink it up once I start in the middle, and then I go outwards. So we only do that one inking. And then whatever ink is on there is what amount is the amount of ink that's going to be on the flower. So that's the easiest way I found to do it. That way you can also get that really nice blend out to the white, or out to a much lighter pink at least, and not have to worry about too much. And we can peel and reveal and see. There we go. That looks great. I know, you're right, Sandy. Just the background is like really amazing on its own. And I think, does this one also? I think this one, yes. And this upper one up here also lines up. So we're just gonna kind of very carefully line it up here. And then I'm not gonna ink this back up because there's like basically no area up here. So whatever ink is on here probably will be enough. And since this is the edge of the floral, it should be lighter anyways. So that's good enough in my eyes. Perfect. So that was Party Dress. We're going to put Party Dress aside now. So for our next color, we're going to be using Tutti Frutti, also from Catherine Pooler. And we are going to be using, I think this stencil to do that flower. I forget. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm not really doing these in order. I'm just grabbing whatever. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to just center that. And we're going to grab my little Altenew blending brushes. These are my favorite little blending brush. I'll also link these down below in case you're interested, but also no pressure. Also, there's never any pressure to buy anything. I just link it so it's easier. I have been loving these. They're so amazing for ink blending. I think just because it's a wider tip. It's like a wider, smaller one, so it's not super small, but it's a little bit bigger. And also the bristles are super short, so there's not really an issue with like bristles going all over the place. They stay pretty uniform and you get a really good look. So what we're going to do, like before, I inked it up, tap off right in the center, and then we're going to start blending. So that center we want to be really nice and dark. And then as we blend out, we kind of take the pressure off slightly as we get out towards those towards the edges of the petals. I think in the original, and I'm not going to do this here, I think I even went in with a tiny bit of flame, which is now retired, in the center, just because it's a little darker, so I wanted it to be a little bit darker. For this one, we don't got to do that. We're just going to come up here, a little bit up there at least, and then we can peel and reveal and see that one's looking great too. I'm loving how this card's coming out. And then we just also have to do the tiny little bit that's down here from a random flower. We're just gonna very lightly go over that and bam, color. Great. And then lastly, we're gonna take the other stencil for this last flower up here. And once again, this is just going to be Tutti Frutti from Catherine Pooler. I did not link the inks individually, but I did put a link to her website, just like a general link to the inks. A general link to the inks, that all rhymes. Okay, so once again, going back in with that Tutti Frutti, we're going to tap off right in the center, and then start ink blending. Blend, blend, blend. I always don't know what to say when I ink blend. Just kind of sitting here, because, like, I'm not going to say, and we're circling, and we're circling, and we're circling. Like, there's nothing really to say. Also, Michelle, I have a question. Are you working... Oh, no, probably not. But are you working on more sentiment dies right now? Getting all those die cuts done? We're going to peel that back, and there we go. And we're actually... Hold on. I'm mostly happy with it. I just want a little bit of color there, here, and up here. Now I'm very happy with it. There we go. Okay. So all those stencils are off to the side. We're going to say goodbye to Tutti Frutti. Put that away with Party Dress and Juniper Mist, because those are done. Now I'm going to do the center of the flowers. So these parts, they're going to be yellow. So we're going to grab the coordinating stencil for that. As I said, I didn't clean off the stencils last time, but it's the same exact colors I'm doing, so it's really not an issue. For these ones, I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just going to line up one of them, because I find it's just the easiest way. What are you doing? I don't... Michelle, I got no clue what you're doing, but whatever it is, go for it. So I have Tiara here from Catherine Pooler, and I can put that there for now. And what we're going to do, we're just going to go in from the bottom. I'm going to try to get some semblance of a gradient. It's not going to be the best, but it's totally fine. It's also, like, not a huge deal if we get, like, a super good gradient. It's just a tiny little part. So we can take that back now. Relaxing. There we go. Okay. Oh, you're being a vegetable and just sitting there. I got it. It clicked finally. Now we're going to do this one up here. Line that up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Also, guys, today was my last day of high school. Or last day of classes. Technically, I have to go back next week for 3 of the 5 days. But it's like, go to an assembly for an hour and leave. So it's not really school. It's just go there, get information about stuff, and leave. Like graduation or whatever. So I am officially done with my high school classes. Thank you. And it's been a long road, but it's done. And that's the exciting part. Never again will I be freaking out about A-push homework and up way too late doing said A-push homework. Or just notes in general. I hate taking notes. Oh my gosh. I understand the value in it because, you know, writing it down actually helps you commit it to memory. So I get that part. But oh my gosh. It's like a chat. I don't need to think about A-push right now. I'm in my happy place. I'm in my craft room. A-push doesn't exist here. A-push can't hurt me here. And for those who don't know, A-push is AP US history. Yeah. I love history classes. It's just those notes. Whew. But I do them for history. I'm okay doing them. It just takes a while. It's more tedious than hard. Other classes though, like AP psychology. I don't want to take notes about the different parts of the brain or whatever. That was, yeah. For this one, I think I can probably just line them all up at the same time and it won't be really an issue. I might do it in sections though, so I'll probably do, and thank you guys all so much. I'm going to do these two first, and then I'll work it to align these ones or whatever. Just because, like I said, I just find it easier. I don't know why. I forgot to pull a green. I believe I used grass skirt or lime murky. Let's go with lime murky. So I have my lime murky ink here. And we're going to pull out my little Altenew green one. Altenew, there we go. And for this one, I am actually going to tap off in the lid, just because I want it to be like a really soft ink blending. I don't want it to be too harsh. And the way I was doing it on the first card was I was going up the stem, getting that darker, and then going out in the leaves and kind of doing them out to white, but not fully. Yes. Michelle has a new job working at a dental office, so she's learning a bunch of new things the past few weeks. And then we're going to come in here and do this one, and then we'll move it around. Okay. Looking good to me. So we're going to now line up this one down at the bottom, I guess, and yeah, we'll just do this one first. Honestly, I think this one was lined up with the other ones. I didn't need to move that. It's okay. And you know what? I just want to add a little bit more ink there, here, here, here. Yeah. So we're just going to come in here and just ink this little one up. This one will be quick. It's also crazy to me, though, that after 14 years in Boston public schools, I'm done. On my dad's side, I'm the only cousin to be in public school like the whole time. So you know what? Go me. I survived. And we're gonna line these ones up. And we're gonna ink them up now. Okay, I did that a little too dark, but you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, I don't know why that leaf was annoying me. Oh, at least I have an excuse typically, Caitlin. I was doing homework, but you know, whatever. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for showing up at least. My mom's good. She's her and my dad are away for a wedding, so they were not excited to learn that that wedding was on my last day of school, but it's fine. I Ubered to and from school today because I was not waking up at 5 something to take a 6 something train and get to school an hour early on my last day. Because if you don't know, I'm not a morning person. I think I'm the complete and polar opposite of a morning person. I like the morning at 4 a.m. when I'm still up and haven't gone to bed. But when 6 comes and I have to wake up, it's a no-go. Hi, Pam. Hello. Yeah, I'm just like so happy that I forgot we have to. Oh, I did this on my last one too. I forgot there's a little part of a thing there. So, what's morning? Exactly. It doesn't exist. It's not real. It's some thing created by society that harms individuals, and it shouldn't exist. I think we should all wake up at noon, and that's when the day should start. But whatever. This little part is technically a part of a flower. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of green here, and we're gonna pretend it's a leaf. Because the blue's dark enough where the green's not going to show up. Boom, look, it's a leaf. It's a leaf now. It's a leaf. And no one will ever know unless you tell someone. Don't tell anyone. Don't do it, guys. Don't tell anyone. But yeah. Like, yeah, Caitlin knows this. I'd be rolling into her live like 30 minutes late. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm doing APish notes, or I'm doing AP Afro notes, or whatever notes. It's kind of my fault, though. I took the maximum amount of APs my school lets me. Yeah, I just don't like the morning. Can't do it. Yeah, I kind of did it to myself by taking the most AP classes my school allows. And then on top of that, my school's an advanced school. So all of our classes are honors level at the minimum. So yeah, my fault, fam, my fault. So here we go. This is looking great. No, I don't have my fall schedule yet. Class registration hasn't happened. But I did have to pick my first year seminar. Best believe I chose the 11 o'clock. Yeah, that's what we're gonna. Give me a 4 a.m. and I'll still be awake. Like, can we have a 4 a.m. college class? And that way I'll still like be up from the night before and it'll be perfect. No, I'm joking. I'm not joking. But let's compare this to the original. It looks pretty similar. I think we did a little bit of darker on the flowers, but you know what? we're copying it basically to a T, almost to a T. To like maybe a half T. 45%? No, not 40. 85% T? Oh my, where do you live? Are you in, no, UK wouldn't be, where are you? My gosh. UK is not that far ahead. I don't think no, not Australia. So somewhere between Australia and the UK would be 4 a.m. right now. Oh, Finland, okay. I would love an 8 p.m. class. Yes, okay, yeah. Because I was like, UK is not that far. It's not that crazy. It's not that, no. But yeah. We learned about Finland in AP, European history, this year. Quite a bit. Do I remember a lot of it? Unfortunately, no. But we learned about it, and I remember learning about it. But yeah, it's been a lot of stuff this year. So. Yeah, I think it is, if I'm honest. Because when you look at it, it looks like, how did you blend onto navy cardstock? And I was like, no, it's just a background stamp. So I feel like, yeah. Because like when I first saw it, Kristina Werner use it, I'm like, huh? How does this work? But, you know, yeah. But I'm really, really happy with how it's coming out so far. So let's not mess it up. Fingers crossed. Fingers, toes, don't cross your eyes. You can cross your eyes. No, don't cross your eyes, because then you can't see me. So don't do that. Just fingers, toes. Yeah, we'll just go with that for now. Cross everything but your eyes. Arms. You want to do arms? Like, okay. So now we are going to pull out the, where did I put it is a great question. I have the stamp. I wanted to put so we're going to use this. Thank you so much. We have this happy birthday stamp from, I believe it's called Label Loves from Altenew. I do not know where the actual stamp set is on my desk at the moment, but I do have the stamp, and that's all we need, so we're gonna go with it. Yeah, I don't know where I just put it. It's not like 2 seconds ago, and it's disappeared. I think it grew legs, but, you know, we can't be the, yeah. So I'm just gonna put this down here. I'm gonna fussy cut it. I know, shocking. But like we did with the background, we're gonna need to stamp it a few times just because that's the way the cookie crumbles. Because Juniper Mist, when you stamp it, it looks very, very dark. It lightens as it dries. Well, all inks do this. Most inks do this. Most dye inks do this. But as it dries, oh, I'm not on camera. There we go. As it dries, it lightens. So to combat that, I stamp it way too many times. I think probably 3 is the minimum we should do. That's probably what I'm going to do. So Juniper Mist is making its comeback. There it is. So this is not straight at all. Oh my god, okay. Yes, I agree with that. These, I feel like Kristina Werner's been killing it, especially because it's mostly florals, and I absolutely, well, it's not mostly, because so much stuff, but I love florals, and her florals are really, really pretty. So, you know, don't have to tell me twice to buy a floral stuff. Don't have to twist my arm. I'll do it on my own. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. I don't know why this is doing this. Okay, we're gonna go with that. If it's not perfect, guess what? We stamp it again. It's just paper. Okay, so we're gonna go in for our first stamp, and like I said, we're probably doing this at least 3 times. Yeah, I've been loving her stuff recently with Concord&9th. When I was at my local store, I did buy more than this. This is just all I've used so far. So, you know, yeah. I also, oh my gosh, in my last class of AP Government ever, we had a writing assignment. Like a timed writing test. I was like, oh my gosh. Luckily, it was just on the West Wing because we've been watching like select West Wing episodes the past, like, I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks after AP testing. So I was just, if you know the West Wing, I was writing about CJ and her connection to linkage institutions and how she plays a major role in how the media is shaped in the show. But you know, I digress. Anyways, I think like the best show though I ever watched after AP testing, because yes, we're not learning new stuff after an AP test. for AP classes. We're done. It's done. It's over. No. But in AP European History, we watched Dairy Girls, the first season, or almost the first season. We didn't finish it, unfortunately. But that, I think, was like the best pick a teacher's ever done. It's hilarious. I love it. I need to go finish it. But yeah. So now we're going to fussy cut this out. I'm going to try to get as close, but what I always do anyways is once I fussy cut like a stamp, when I'm going directly around it, I'm not leaving a border. I like to dip it back in the ink pad to get the sides the same color, because when you look at this from the side, if it wants to focus, which it won't, but the edges here are also blue. If I didn't do that, the edges would still be white. So I like to just do that to prevent white edges. And it looks, in my eyes, just like slightly better, and it's worth it. So everyone, I'd say hold your breath, but then you might pass out and you might stop watching, so don't hold your breath. I won't hold mine either. Oh my god. Can we just line up? Oh my, oh, okay. That was not perfect, but it's fine. It's a handmade card, not a Hallmark card. Oh my god, I feel like I'm about to slice my finger. Let's not. I've sliced my finger. Very sharp, cuts through human flesh. Yeah, I just feel like it gives it a more finished look. Oh, and also, after spending much of this live complaining about AP history classes, I am majoring in history for college. History, education, and a minor in government, because you know what? Let's go for all three. But I love history. It's just the notes, but you know what? I can deal with it. I can get over that. So we have our little sentiment here. And like I said, we're going to go and dip it back into the ink pad. Where did I put... Oh my gosh, why am I... Okay, it was right there. I feel like I'm losing everything. I haven't lost my mind yet. Okay, that's debatable. Maybe I have. But you know what? It's whatever at this point. So, like I said, on the edge there, it's still kind of white. So what we do, we just dip it in very gently, and then bam. Not a white edge. Blends in perfectly. This side, ew. This side, ew, stands out. This side, perfect. So that's what we're just going to do. So dip, dip, dip. A dip, dip, dip. And then guess what? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to dip, dip, dip. And that looks pretty good. Yes, I love history. It's the only type of book I read. It's the only genre. I read history books, and that's about it. Unless it's for school, which is questionable if I read them all to the full extent. But yes, I feel like I love... I'm going on a tangent now, but history books, I love when a history book is like a narrative perspective. So you're learning history, but it's through one story. There was one I read recently called The Lynching in Port Jervis. It's a very sad story, but it's told through this narrative style of, yeah, so I won't get into it because it's very sad, but important. Okay, so we're just going to line this up in the center. I did pop this up with foam. I'm out of that foam, however, actually, hold on, I may have, no, okay. I have this much foam tape left. It's half of a thing. There might be just enough. Okay, perfect. We have enough. And I'm just gonna take a pair of scissors that I've seemingly, okay. Just gonna give this a little snip. And there we go. So also, I just wanna make sure, no ads are playing tonight, right? I set that up right? Because the first time I went live after getting monetized, there were ads, and I was like, oh my gosh. So there are no ads tonight, correct? Besides, like, sometimes it just does it when you click on the video, but there are no ads, right? I hope I have that setting right, because I haven't done this in forever. Okay, so we're just gonna plop this down. Oh, no. So we're gonna replop this down. And there we go, okay. So we have our foam tape on here, and we're gonna place it on the little thing. No ads, okay, perfect, thank you. Because yeah, I don't want it, I do it on the videos. I don't want an ad on a live stream. For the replay, sure, whatever, because then it's like a regular video. But for the live, no. No, we don't need to be sitting through ads. Ad blocker. No, I think it's a setting, luckily. Or the ad blocker. But you know, it's one of the two. It's one of the two. So we are going to take this sentiment and just place it. Let's see, where did I place it last time? I did it there. So we're going to do it about here. I like it up here more. I don't know why I did it. Oh, I didn't want to block the flower. That's why. So we're going to do it like, oh, that is not centered at all. Let's do that again. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't center this for the life of me. I need to use my T-ruler. Well, that's great. I just hate the fact that now it's like 2 15-second unskippable ads. That annoys me when it does that. Okay, this is probably the best we're gonna get, so we're just gonna place this down and not worry about it. It's center adjacent, and that's all I need. That's all I need. That makes me happy enough. So now we are going to pull out some Lawn Fawn, and I didn't link this either, so I apologize, but Lawn Fawn cardstock and the color Kraft. In the chat, okay, yeah, I don't think I can turn that off because, of course, I can't because it's YouTube and they want their money. But as long as it's not on the video and it like takes you away from the video, that's all I care about. So I don't have a card base made, so we're gonna act like this goes on a card base at the end. But I am gonna use some Altenew black foam tape because yes, this exists. I just like it because when you look in from the side there, I feel like it's less obvious than white foam tape. I also didn't link this, so I apologize, but I'll add everything I said I didn't link after the fact. I'll go in and do that after. But I just feel like when you look at the side, the white up here is much more like, ooh, it's there, than the black, because there's like typically a shadow when you're looking in, so it kind of gets hidden, I guess. I don't know, that's my logic. Maybe I'm completely just making that up. But you know, whatever makes me sleep at night. Okay, so we'll put that there. We'll do one piece up here. Also, Caitlin, the amount of foam tape I'm about to use is gonna like scare you because I know you use like none. We'll put one here, and then I do 2 smaller pieces in there. Rip that, rip that. We'll do, oh, actually, we're gonna do one. Yeah, I do think so. Because I feel like it's just more hidden. At least in my mind. And we'll do 1 piece here, and 1 piece there. Okay, there we go. So now let me make sure. I just like to visualize it first to see where I need to line it up for it to be good. So this is about what I need it to look like. Okay, so let's do that. We are moving along on this card, guys. We're 40 minutes in, or just under 40 minutes in. We are about done. Oh, and so at my school, we get dismissed at 2:15 normally, but on our last day, we all go out into like, it's like a courtyard area, but at the back of our school, and we count down, and that was just so much fun. Seeing like the whole class there, saying bye, and be like, out, deuces, bye, see you later, sayonara. Okay, so let's line this up. Oh, no. And we also chant during lunch, it's all over, and then bang the table, which is fun to mock the kids who will still be there. Don't get to leave. Oh, gosh. And there is our basically finished card because I don't have a card base made and I don't want to make one right now. So, yeah. I'm so happy with how this came out because, like, I just love this product set, the Aubrey Blooms, and I think it's amazing. And I think a lot of what Kristina does is amazing. So, thank you so much, Carol. So we have our original and the new one. They look relatively identical, like probably 90% match. So I'm really, really happy with how this came out. It's been so much fun being live after a very, not eventful. I wouldn't say emotional either, at least not for me. Some of the kids were like completely bawling. I had tissues for them because I was thinking ahead, but like, yeah. Last day after 14 years in BPS. Anyways, but thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. If you do want to purchase anything, most of the stuff is linked in the description. I'm going to go back and add stuff. The tape, I said I was going to add something else. The tape and the Kraft cardstock. Yes, a great start for summer. So tape, Kraft cardstock, I'll add. Thank you all so much. And if you do want to purchase anything, or if you just want to purchase something from scrapbook.com and want to click through those links, it does help support me, and I need spending money for college, because college, ooh, expensive. But also no pressure. You guys being here tonight is way more than enough, and I couldn't thank you more. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your night. And if you want, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the thumbs up, because it just helps more people see it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for these kind words. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. So yeah, okay. Bye everyone, and happy crafting. And yes, I still do the nod. I just need you guys to know it. I do the naughty one. You can't see my face. Bye guys.